How's it going, listeners? Welcome back to CuboldCast. In this episode, we will be going over the new Steam Deck.
Well, not really new. It's almost a year old at this point.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure people
I
started
think it's
receiving it
relatively
last year.
new. It's like if you think of the PlayStation 5,
Yeah.
it's relatively new, but it's 2 years old.
Still pretty new to us, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still haven't used it as much as I would like.
Sorry about my voice. I'm getting over a cold, so if you think I sound weird, I obviously do. So
We also have a new board that we got, which it might sound slightly different, but now previously we weren't able to have like the YouTube audio or trailer audio in the podcast, but now you'll be able to hear that, and you'll be able to hear the sound effects that we have on the board, which Ben has control over.
and we'll be able to do more streams here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Live
Ben is
stuff.
back.
Yep.
Yeah, he didn't have Panera to.
He had Panera today.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah. We talked about your Panera a couple weeks ago, Ben. What do you think of that? Yeah.
There's one of the sound
Yep,
effects.
soundboard.
We're going to try to not overuse them. We have another audio track that we can delete them if they're overused, but
Yeah.
it's just a fun little thing.
Yeah, it's exciting though, because now we won't have to explain what's happening in a trailer. You can hear it if you're not on Spotify.
Well, I mean,
Mm.
it's kind of hard to explain some stuff that we look
yeah,
at.
it was just kind of awkward. It was like silent.
Yeah.
But I encourage everyone to listen on Spotify or on our YouTube channel, because it's better with the video than it is just with audio.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure. Especially when we have someone working the computer.
Yeah.
It's still COD addiction time.
I've been kind of.
You've been on miles.
Yeah.
Miles
I've been
Morales.
taking a break from COD. I played it way too much.
Well, you got Orion camo, so
Yeah. As I said the other day, I'm like, I kind of lost not my will to play it, but I don't have a reason to play it anymore. If that makes sense. Like, it's still fun, but
I'm not sure how I'm gonna feel after I get all the guns to Orion.
I don't know. It's a weird feeling when you get to it.
I feel like I might still play, but I'm gonna use like the OP weapons. I don't even care. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna use like last night. Well, for context, it's double XP weekend. So
and they just added shipment.
yeah, and we've been like grinding like crazy. Shipment, which if you don't know shipment map, it's like this. I think it's the smallest map, and it's
In all of COD history.
yeah, extremely close quarters. People are spawning all over the place. It's just insanity. But it's
you
really good
can-
for leveling up.
You can get camos really easily too.
Yeah, the most annoying was I think the Strela or rocket launcher.
The Strela is the one where you need to hit them perfectly.
Dude, yeah.
Just wait till you get to the Poly challenge. You need to
Poly?
get 15 double kills with it.
For Strela?
For Strela. For all the launchers, you need to get 15 double kills.
Okay, dude.
Uh,
All right. I don't know. Have you tried the Joker yet?
I've never used a single
Use
one.
it as on shipment, because literally I got 50 kills in a round.
Wow.
I got one. So what you do is you lock onto an area and it takes like a few seconds, but then you shoot it and then the rocket goes directly up in the air and then crashes down on where you locked on. So you kind of have to play it like smart. You got to stay back and kind of you have to time it right. Well, I locked onto the enemy spawn, shot the rocket up, and I wiped the whole team in one shot.
You guys are so lucky you got shipment.
Yeah.
You guys are so lucky.
I mean, you could have waited.
It was just
I could have waited, but why?
it's insane, dude. The thing
I
is
wanted to play the
broken.
game.
On shipment.
Yeah.
On any other map, it's like you can't predict where people are gonna go, but on shipment, you know where the spawns are.
Well, like you said, I could have waited. The thing is, that was what we were playing. Or we're still playing.
Yeah,
it,
but you still played way more than everyone else. You could have played like another game a little bit too, or played less on your own time.
I didn't want to play
Well, you're
another
at
game.
200 hours.
240 or something.
That is a lot of time.
I'm at 130, I think.
I'm thinking I'm at like 240 now, but it's been drastically, like, ever since I got Orion, it's been drastically less and less and less that I've played the game, which is probably a good thing, because I need to. It was my addiction for like straight up like a month.
Yeah, besides that, I've only played one of the games since, and I got Dwarf Fortress on Steam.
Oh, I saw that. That's on.
It's really good. It's
It
amazing.
looks fun.
I'm not playing it a whole lot right now just because of COD, but
That's that one-person developer game, right?
technically two people, a guy and his brother.
Mm.
They've been working on it since 2002,
Wow.
and 2006 is when the game was playable. but it's been like their whole life's work.
It's crazy.
And it's really impressive. I actually like it better than RimWorld and a couple other colony builder games that I've played.
Well, it's so in depth that it blows all the other stuff out of the water.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like the level of detail they put in, the creatures have working eyelids and stuff like that. That will actually, like, let's say some creature gets killed next to them, blood will get splashed on them, and like if they didn't have eyelids, then the blood would get in their eyes and like poison them. But the eyelids actually have to filter out blood and like toxins and stuff. It's crazy. It's just so detailed, seemingly for no reason, but it's just cool that that level of detail exists.
It's just in there just to have.
So next week, if this podcast release on Wednesday, then
We're doing it next Friday, right?
yeah. So we're doing it the day before Christmas Eve. We're doing a Bean Battles tournament. So
Which we need to try to like
we need to promote it more.
promote it. Yeah.
Because we need a lot of people. Because the top 3 spots are gonna get like a gift card. So
Mhm.
I'm hoping we have
if
like
anybody that's listening to this podcast wants to join that.
we have our I think we have our Discord in the podcast description or something.
If you don't know what Bean Battles is, it's like a game you can get on Steam for about 50 to $1, 50 cents to $1. It's really, really cheap. And it's like a battle royale where you're a bean. That's literally it.
I miss that game.
Yeah,
But I miss games like Bean Battles and SCP where they were like practically free, but I don't know, it was just like wholesome to like jump on and play with a bunch of people. I mean, I love COD. It's been a while since I've had a game where I have literally over 100 hours in it within like a month.
Yeah, same. I have very few games where I'm over 100 hours. Only games like PUBG and Rust, Terraria, stuff like that.
Well, if I get 10 more hours on Modern Warfare, it'll beat my record for Terraria on Steam.
Oh, wow.
Modern Warfare will.
Nothing's beaten my record on there. I think I may have left it on for like a week or something because that's a lot of time. I don't remember spending that much time. Like 400 and something hours.
Oh, wow.
I don't think you left it on. We played it a lot.
Yeah, but I have way more than you on Steam.
Yeah, but I played a bunch of different games. I feel like you spent more time in Terraria, like by itself.
I do have 300 hours in Noita now.
So yeah,
That was over like a couple of years, just like playing a little bit at a time.
I'm not sure I'll find anything to beat my PUBG record, which is like I think like 450 hours.
Same.
But
But
Same
it's
for
like
me.
I'm not sure if I'll play a game more than that.
I mean, Modern Warfare maybe in like 3 or 4 years.
Maybe if they continuously update it, and next year if they come out with that like
Oh, that's gonna
that thing.
If they do come out with a thing next year, I don't know if you heard about it.
The paid DLC.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's gonna be like a whole new game. They're adding like new, like a fully, like imagine them making a separate game, but instead of making a separate game, they take that content and put it into Modern Warfare 2 as paid DLC.
Like new maps and all that stuff.
Yeah, maybe even new mastery camos that you can work towards. So
If they do that, then this game might actually beat out PUBG because I guarantee I'll get to 200 hours by sometime in January. So if I'm continuously playing it, who knows?
Yeah, it's gonna be up there on all our Steam accounts.
Yeah,
We talk about it a lot every week because that's what's been on our minds for
which is
couple
crazy
months.
if you think about it. Like I can't.
It has
remember.
mixed on Steam too. Which
Yeah, well-
Steam reviews don't mean anything anymore.
Well, I mean, people don't like they like to bash on COD. Like obviously, yeah, it's COD. It's just mindless, like but
they buy it every year, but still give it a bad review.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
stop buying it.
well, the
then.
problem is okay. They buy it, they rage, and they give it a bad review. The problem is we buy it, we rage, but we still like it. Like we don't, you know what I mean? We don't let the. It's mostly the people that play the game. Like you'll run into an idiot with a shotgun and his shield, and his shotgun's all the way leveled up, so you know he's not doing the camos.
Yep.
It's like you're just being a jerk.
He's using Orion on the show.
Yeah.
Actually, although he is being a jerk, but he might be
getting
doing
mastery.
the mastery kill things. So it's like
Yeah.
I kind of excuse a lot of what people do. If people are using the stupid riot shield with Orion on it, that's when I get mad.
I've heard a lot of people in chat, especially when you're playing shipment, a lot of people are like, oh, I got to get double kills or whatever. Like a lot of people are doing the weapon skins. I feel like that's not usually the case.
It's the easiest it's ever been.
Yeah.
So
Is it
it's-
really?
Yeah.
I remember
yeah.
it was pretty easy in Black Ops 3 though.
I can't remember 3.
Well, you have to get. I remember in anything previously before Black Ops 4, because the Black Ops 4 was the only one I ever got a mastery camo in, like the final one. It was like get 100 headshots with the gun. Then you need to do the 5 like almost mastery challenges to get gold. It's like 5 bloodthirsties, like prone kills, like stuff like that. But they were pretty easy. They were pretty simple that I remember.
Yeah, I think I remember that it used to be like a bigger achievement when you got gold on a gun.
Mm-hmm. It was harder to get gold. In this game, it's easy to get gold.
Yeah.
The challenge in this game is getting through the mastery camos.
But it's
'cause
more
there's
attainable too,
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
which is probably better.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, otherwise, if this was like Black Ops 3 probably, or even Modern Warfare 1, I probably wouldn't be doing the camos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Modern Warfare
was
2019 was.
crazy. For Obsidian, was it?
Oh no, Obsidian was a separate thing
Oh, it was for
for Damascus.
Damascus.
Damascus was the worst, and it didn't look good either. I didn't like
it was a little too colorful.
it. It was. It wasn't moving. That was people's
Oh,
issue.
that's right. It wasn't.
It was
moving.
just a static camo.
I still am not totally sold on Orion yet. Like it looks
I
cool.
really
but
like Orion though.
I feel like it needs to be more colorful.
They've updated it, but I still am torn between Poly and Orion.
But you don't want to put Poly in there because then no one knows that you got
Well,
Orion.
the thing is, that's where the mastery thing comes in play, though. You get to use Poly for 300 kills. So, like, you do a couple of those guns and see which one you prefer.
Yeah.
But I prefer putting Orion on because it's like a
Flex.
a flex.
I mean, yeah,
almost.
Poly does look better. Like, that's pretty
I like
obvious
Poly,
for
yeah.
most people anyway.
Mhm.
But who's really going to use Poly after they have Orion?
No, I wouldn't.
It's
Yeah.
a badge of achievement
Yeah.
because you've spent that long
Because you
trying
need to
get
get
it.
51 of those guns Poly before you can get Orion. And then it's like, ugh,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous.
Christmas is coming up
Yeah.
a couple weeks.
This
No, just less than
week and a day.
tomorrow.
8 days.
It's going to be a week.
It's so fast.
Yeah.
It comes up so fast.
I'm
and then
done
it's
with
going to be
Christmas shopping.
January.
January's the worst.
February's worse though. Although
Yeah,
there
but
are some good games.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think that's
This
gonna carry.
beginning
us.
of this year is going to be really, really good for games, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Everything else is going to be depressing, but for
Yeah.
games, yeah, it's going to be great.
What was I gonna say? I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is our last podcast of the year.
I think this is the
'Cause-
last one.
Yeah, because
It
next week it's Christmas Eve, and
We're not going to do
Yeah.
anything that day.
right, yeah. So,
But we will have streams in the meantime. So
Yeah, there's the Beam Battles one next Friday.
yeah. And we might even do another game stream before the end of the year too. We've talked about it.
Yeah.
We could do it the week after Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just come over here or
Yeah.
do something.
That'll be on Cubold Gaming, our main
Mhm.
channel.
Mm-hmm.
But it was weird. Yesterday I heard Elden Ring music and I got like really nostalgic for it and I really want to play Elden Ring again.
I played it on stream on Tuesday.
I tried it on the Steam Deck, actually. It
How was it?
was like 45 FPS. It was definitely playable.
Hmm.
I would rather play it on my PC because it's just bigger screen. It looks better.
Yeah.
So it just depends.
Um,
If you have nothing else to play it on, I mean, yeah, it's a good option.
yeah. I when I was playing it on stream, I got like hit with a huge wave of nostalgia. Like even though it was
Mm.
earlier this year that it came out and we were playing it, but like there was something about I don't know, like everyone was in the chat helping each other progress through the game.
Mhm.
Like it was a really good experience. I feel like Modern Warfare is gonna be that way, where I'm gonna miss it.
Yeah.
Like this
yeah.
time where we log on every night and like play.
hmm
I don't know when that's gonna be, but there'll be a certain time where I'm like, man, I miss like playing Modern
maybe
Warfare.
maybe when the new COD comes out in 2024.
That's gonna be Treyarch, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Hope they don't mess that up.
Yeah. I mean, Cold War. I even look back on and I, you know,
Yeah, even though you sent that video of it looking stiff, I enjoyed Cold War a lot.
Yeah.
it was really fun. But doesn't that look like a mobile game? Like I was looking at it,
in
I'm
a
like,
way it did.
I don't
but
know, like the way the gun swings.
It does look like COD Mobile.
Yeah, it's like it
Mhm.
was so weird to look back on that.
oh yeah, and also the video of the finals that I threw into the chat.
Oh,
I
I'm
love
so
the
excited for that
finals.
game.
It's
you didn't play that, did you?
No, I didn't.
Was it the alpha? you
yeah,
played?
it was out for like 3 or 4 days, and I think we both had like 20 something hours in there.
Dude, that game was fun.
It was so good. And it was like very minimal too. They didn't have much content in it. It was just one map, 3 classes, like a light, medium, and a heavy. And then you get to customize as that.
Dude, I love when so you'll do these cash out things. I think it was like you'd pick the lock or something and get the cash, was it? In those deposits?
No, you go to the deposit boxes. No, you go to the treasures.
Yeah.
And then you pull out like one of those boxes that was in the video. And you'd have to take those boxes to a deposit box. And then you throw the money in the deposit box.
Yeah.
And you could go and grab another one and deposit it in again.
But it took time, right? To
yeah,
like get
it takes amount of time for you to cash it out. And so you have to basically defend that box. Doesn't matter how you do it.
Yeah.
You just have to defend the box.
It's so fun though, because oftentimes it'll be like on the 3rd floor of a building or something. And you have these like foam guns. Like, you know, that stuff that people put in the walls or whatever, that like insulation.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Foamy yellow stuff. You get like guns like that. And we block off like all the windows, all the doors. But then like someone will blow out the floor below us and it's just chaos.
Then
Like
all the floors below just all crumble.
because
Your
everything's
treasure thing
destructible.
starts flipping out, going all over the place.
Yeah.
It's so good.
That sounds really fun.
It was.
I couldn't
you
get
missed
in.
out on it.
I tried to get into the beta, but it was too late at that point.
Yeah.
It was
for
really
that.
good, and it's free to play too. So
Wait, do they have a release date for that?
sometime next year. So
It's kind of off topic, but I hope that like for all of us and like our people in the chat that we always have stuff to come back to, like games and stuff. It'd be kind of sad if like one day everyone just kind of stopped doing that and like got too busy in their lives.
Yeah.
Like, I know that happens for a lot of people, but I don't know. I feel like we're a little bit different than that. Maybe that's like an older
there's
generation
a few people
thing.
in the chat like Jaden that would hop in the chat, and if like you don't give him a little bit of attention or just say something to him,
He'll leave.
he just leaves.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like I know a lot of people when they get married and stuff, like they stop talking to their old friends.
Yeah, you better.
I don't know why that would ever be an option. Like that's so weird.
I think there are a few reasons. I mean, anything can happen, but I think there are a few reasons why that might be different for at least us. Is one, we have a gaming channel and we have a gaming podcast. I mean, that's always going to be something that we not have to do, but we want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And two, like a lot of our work life is generally more flexible. Like often people will get like a job once they're older and they have to get up at like 6, so they go to bed like 9.
Yeah,
Right, so, like,
basically what you're saying is we were all like online based.
Yeah, like
so it's a
yeah.
little bit easier to do.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I hope so too. I don't ever want to lose that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know certain people we know have gone to college and we just don't have as much interaction with them anymore. But other people are in college and like it's fine.
Yeah.
So I guess it just depends on who they want their circle to be.
Could be if they go off to college rather than do online courses.
Yeah,
'Cause I
but
feel
you
like
could still
on-
join the chat, stuff like that.
Yeah, that is true.
Like, I mean, how often do we see most of the people in our chat? Like very rarely,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but we still join the chat and do whatever we're doing while talking to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine a day where it's like years in the future and you look at the chat, it's been dead for 5
No,
years.
don't.
No.
The last thing sent was like a few years ago.
It's
That'd
depressing.
be sad, like a really outdated meme or something.
Yeah.
And then you click on the delete server button.
No, I'm probably never going to delete it.
You may have to one day.
You get a message from Discord saying the server has been inactive for 5 years. It's going to be deleted if you don't start using it.
There's too much sketchy stuff in the server. Please delete.
No, it's a private server. I don't think they'd care.
Yeah, that's true.
Ben's going to stop sending weird stuff.
Huh?
Huh?
Jane sending them those weird videos.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to say. Very strange.
Well,
Yeah,
that was
exactly,
very
Ben.
delayed. I was waiting
Yeah.
for that for a long time. We
don't
can
remember which
hop into
button
the
it
main
was.
podcast. What was
Yeah.
that? Did you say something,
I
Chug?
had to remember
Mm.
which button it was.
Oh, that was Ben.
Oh yeah, the buttons that he has for the audio cues are color coded.
Mm.
They're not like marked, so
Ben, if you pull open the Roadcaster app at the bottom, it tells you which ones they are.
Oh.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Steam Deck.
I forgot to bring mine. I think I thought of it, but then I was like, I gotta bring in the Roadcaster box plus my laptop plus other things. So I was like, I don't know if I can carry
Steam Deck. I don't know if it's kind of hard to see, but
Yeah, all 4 of us have Steam Decks.
Well, Ben has like
he has the poor man's Steam Deck.
Even though it's literally the same internals.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what's cool about it, though, is if you want to spend only like a couple $100, you can get a full.
It's not just a couple hundred.
PC.
It's so basically
like 400.
it's about 400 plus tax.
Yeah. What gaming laptop can you get for that much, if any?
And that thing, I mean, you have to do some loopholes, and it's not worth it in my opinion. But that thing can run Modern Warfare 2.
It can.
Yeah.
It's actually not that hard if you just put another SD card with Windows 10 on there. Or Windows 11.
Load it, put it on that.
It's just crazy what this thing can run. This is probably my favorite purchase in a long time.
Yeah, same.
I mean, we had fun with the PS4, but I feel like I enjoy this more than the PS4.
Well, I don't know. That specifically, like, there's another. I don't know. I get nostalgia a lot, even for like periods of time where it's like only a couple months ago, like when we went to Vermont.
Mm-hmm.
That like, I don't know. There's something about that's like it reminds me of Vermont.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like we use that a bunch.
It also reminds us a lot of our childhood.
Oh yeah,
because we had PSPs, we had DSs, we had Game Boys. We always had handheld stuff like this, and it's just close to home for us.
If you gave me that years ago when I had a PSP, I would go berserk.
You wouldn't know what to do. I would think.
That thing is like
you would not know what to do at all.
It's just crazy that we're like now we're able to have a PC in our hands.
Like if I'm looking at the screen right now, you could see like. I have a bunch of games installed. Obviously, Black Ops 2.
Alien Isolation?
I have Black Ops 2 installed.
Oh, that runs well.
It runs insanely well.
Black Ops or
Alien Isolation?
Yeah, we played Black Ops together.
Yeah, we 1v1'd on, what is the aircraft carrier?
Yeah,
I forgot what the map was called, but we 1v1'd with our Steam Decks. It was like one of the first games we played on it.
Yeah.
Hey, Ben, your generation is so spoiled. I know it's like not that far behind us, but you grew up with a Steam Deck. Mm-hmm. We would have killed to have that at your age. Seriously.
Like you see Dark Souls on there. You have Cuphead.
Eventually I do want to play Cuphead because I played it a little bit for a video and it was so fun.
I know. It just runs games so well.
My first gaming PC was a laptop that I actually custom built with the help of someone else that does a lot of computer stuff. And it was $700 for the laptop. And it still didn't run games that great. Like this thing is 10 times better than that thing ever was.
Yeah.
It's just crazy like how cheap you can get a gaming PC for now, technically.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
We keep saying PC, but it's running Linux. And you can play basically all of your Steam library on it.
There's also a desktop mode. So basically there's the mode that when you boot this thing up is called it's like Steam OS that Steam created for Linux. Basically it shows it's like basically its own what is it called? When you do big picture mode through Steam, they totally changed it to the Steam OS.
Oh yeah.
So but you can go into desktop mode, plug it into a monitor, and use it as a PC.
It's still on Linux though, so it's not like quite like what you'd probably be used to.
Apparently, some people are doing that though. Like college students, they're using that as their main PC device at college and stuff.
Mm-hmm. I mean, buying this and the dock that Steam made is still cheaper than buying a laptop. That's good for that thing.
Well, you could buy a school laptop for like $200 that does what it's supposed to do.
Like the Chromebook, but you can't game on it. There's no way.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe like
GeForce
Tetris
Now or whatever.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. But, yeah. So, I haven't docked mine a single time aside from using your dock in Vermont. But that's because we were playing Jackbox.
That's the only time I ever docked it too.
But I don't think I'll ever use it for the dock purposes. I mean, unless maybe for like a living room setup. Yeah. I'll like throw it on a dock or whatever. But
the most time that I've spent on this thing was in my bed at night.
Mm-hmm. That's
like the best time to play this thing.
Yeah, I played it like that for a while. I beat a couple games like that, and it was really nice because it's good wind down time.
Oh yeah, did you guys guess what the first game I beat on the Steam Deck was?
Have you said it before?
I might have said it before, but
I I don't remember.
Resident Evil 7.
Oh, that's
yeah.
right. Yeah.
That's the first game I beat on the Steam
Which
Deck.
is crazy because it's a good.
It's unsupported on the Steam Deck
It
too.
runs so
Wow.
well. It was like a perfect 60 FPS. It was on low medium, but
It doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter. It
'Cause
looks
the screen
it looks
is
just
small.
as good. And it's a
Smaller.
lower resolution.
Yeah.
You won't notice anything different about it. So
I don't think I've played anything so far that wasn't playable. Like I even played God of War on there.
Kena Bridge of Spirits. I don't know.
Didn't
I don't
work.
know. I don't like the 30 FPS.
Yeah,
lock.
but that's playable.
Yeah, it is playable.
Like
okay.
when you're talking about a device like this, 30 FPS is perfectly fine considering the PS5 does 30 FPS for some games.
Yeah. I think I had a couple issues with some games. This is something that they'll probably have to address at some point. Like I tried to play Fall Guys because Fall Guys, I mean, that sounds like an amazing game to play in that. I mean, it's like an arcadey game,
Mhm.
but because it's on Linux, they restrict you from playing some games because of the anti-cheat. Because like anyone who's using, well, I think they restrict Linux players or whatever. Because if you're on
It's
Linux,
easy
then
to hack.
Yeah,
You get like aimbot and
if you're a
stuff
Linux
through
user, you probably know something about like at least a little bit about like hacking or something. Maybe not hacking, but
modding.
yeah.
You can download hack tools a lot easier that
Mhm.
Windows doesn't have. Like they have whole versions of Linux, like Kali Linux, that are designed for hacking.
Yeah. And that's the one thing that I'm waiting for. Because the other thing is like if you want to play Modern Warfare 2, you can't on that.
Because of the ricochet anti-cheat.
yeah, you have to dual boot it in Windows, which
Mhm.
you can do, but
Which Ricky did, and apparently he plays
he
quite
did,
often.
he got like 60. He said he got like 60 frames. On
Yeah.
multiplayer.
Yeah, but I don't know why he did this, but he didn't dual boot. He
wiped the OS.
wiped it and then put Windows on it.
Oh, so everything was gone.
So he had to wipe that again, I think, put Windows on an SD card, and then put SteamOS back on it,
Hmm.
and then he could run the game again.
I mean,
Mhm.
that's cool, but I think I'm just gonna wait. Hopefully, at some point when they add like an ability to be able to play those games,
Mm-hmm.
because
Yeah.
like that's the appeal of the. It's like convenient gaming. You don't want to dual boot it. You don't want to like do all
Yeah.
this loopholes. You know?
Same with
I wanna-
emulation. Like I wanted to get into emulation, but it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to pick it up and be able to play
Yeah.
as soon as I want. Like, I don't want to have to fiddle around with a game for 30 minutes just to get it to work.
Yeah.
And I know some people have to do that with certain games, but I don't think I've had to run into that issue yet, except for with 2K games.
Oh,
Because
because their stupid launcher.
They put a launcher
Oh.
in, and it broke every 2K game on the Steam Deck. And it broke it on my PC too. I can't even play them on there.
Because I wanted to play
Huh.
BioShock, the first one, on the Steam
Oh
Deck,
man.
but you can't because the 2K launcher broke it.
I hate that. I hate how they do that. Actually, one of the games that I played, which again, I'll say this every time I bring it up, but it blew me away. It was It Takes Two. I played that with Elena on her Steam Deck, so we played it together. It ran very well, perfectly. But the only annoyance was that when
Origin.
when you booted it up, you had to log into Origin, and it was like really finicky. You had to use the mouse and like join a friend. It was kind of weird, but once you got the hang of it and you were able to play the game, it was incredible. I mean, it was so much fun.
What is it? I was having a lot of issues because I have the Mass Effect Legendary Collection on here,
Mhm.
and like it comes with all 3 Mass Effect games, but you need EA Desktop or whatever, which is like the new Origin, which they're
Oh.
trying to transfer everything over. And since they were trying to transfer everything over, I wasn't able to play the game. And so I had to go through all this crap through desktop mode, activate a bunch of things, disable a bunch of things. And then I got it working, and then I turned my Steam Deck off, and then I turned it on again. And to play the game, I had to go through all those steps again. I'm like, no, I'm not doing
Huh.
this. I'm gonna wait till they fix this.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
A lot of places or companies are going back to Steam now, like Ubisoft. We were joking about that the other day. They're crawling back to Steam because their stupid launchers aren't working out for them.
Yeah, but they're not even. It's almost like they don't want people to know that they're putting their games back on Steam because there's no marketing anywhere about them putting it back on. They're just slowly implementing the games back onto Steam.
It's probably like they probably felt like they were annoyed that they weren't in control. And the other thing is they probably didn't like paying the Steam sale price or whatever.
Oh yeah,
But it's gonna average out to you'll probably be making more money on having your game on Steam than on your own launcher.
I mean, how much money does it cost to, number one, build the launcher, then continuously run and update that? That's a whole team right there.
Yeah.
Adding new games, fixing stuff, and then you got to deal with the negative PR when it doesn't work correctly.
Yeah.
So how much does that end up costing you when you could just put it on the Steam store?
Yeah, they do all the hard work for you.
Yeah, but the downside is they also have their Ubisoft launcher, though, which you have to have connected to Steam to play the games from Steam.
What is the whole launcher thing?
It's like the developers think that their launcher is going to be the next Steam.
Yeah.
Which it never will be, because Steam is like the top launcher.
The only one that somewhat competes, well, the only two are Game Pass, and that's because it has a crazy value in Epic Games. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But even Epic, I won't.
Epic just gives out free games.
Like Goat Simulator. I'm going to wait till it's on Steam because I don't want to play it on Epic. Well, also, I want to play it on the Steam Deck.
I also don't like that company in general.
Epic, yeah.
Yeah, they're not very
It's the
pro-consumer.
Fortnite model.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everything they do is just straight up to make money for them. Like, it seems like, yeah, free games, cool. Who honestly is going to play the free games on there, though?
Mm-hmm.
It kind of devalues the games themselves.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is,
I don't know anyone who actually plays them.
The free games that a lot of the ones that they give out, I already own on Steam.
Yeah, but you're an exception, though. You have a lot of games.
I'm a collector.
You have so many games that you've never played.
That is true.
Most people say, oh, yeah, I log on to Epic and get the free game every week. But if you ask them, do you actually play them? They're like, no, I just collect the games.
Yeah,
It's free.
I've
Just have a
stopped doing
backlog.
that a long time ago just because I never play them.
Every
and I
once in
won't.
a while, there is one that I might add that I'm like, maybe 15 years down in the future, I might
I guess
play
it
this.
depends. Like maybe if there's like a really rare one where we may play it for a podcast, then I'll get it. But I don't know. I just don't like the idea of logging into Epic.
What
Yeah.
if there is a quota they need to fill with the amount of purchases on the Epic Games?
Quota
Because-
for who?
For
I don't know. It could
the
be for
free games?
anything. The thing is, when you get a free game, it sends an invoice to your email.
That doesn't
saying-
have anything to do with it. That's just the way they set up their billing.
I guess
They pay off the devs. Like they pay them a certain amount, a paycheck, to give out their game for free. Like they'll buy a certain amount of
Oh.
like quote unquote copies. And that's why like a lot of devs will just take the paycheck. I mean, who wouldn't?
Yeah, exactly.
You just get a big paycheck from Epic Games to
Makes
have your
sense.
game be free next
Mhm.
month. Like
Mhm.
who's not going to do that? But then, like I said, it just devalues like the game in my mind. It's just like it's
Yeah.
not worth it. Like
Well, they gave out the BioShock collection one time, which
okay,
was
that-
huge.
Yeah, I mean that game.
There
That's-
might actually right now there might be some huge games because every December
Yeah,
they go all out with AAA stuff.
but I don't know. I feel like if I can get the BioShock collection for like $15 on G2A, I'd rather do that, have it on Steam, than
Yeah.
go to Epic Games.
What is
And
it on Humble Bundle? There's the 2K
That's a good deal.
2K bundle. I don't know if it'll still be going on when this podcast comes out, but basically Borderlands 3 Deluxe Edition, Handsome Collection. It comes with the BioShock collection, Civilization 6, and it's for like $16.
That's the first good
Crazy.
bundle in
And
a while.
XCOM.
And XCOM, all the XCOM games.
Oh wow.
And I think the first Mafia remake.
Yeah.
The other day I looked up like what happened to Humble Bundle. Why are the bundles so garbage now for the most part? I didn't realize what's that? IGN bought Humble Bundle a long time ago.
Ah.
That's why
Yeah.
Humble Choice has been so bad.
Oh, that's why. I remember Humble Bundle used to be so good.
Yeah, I
I
have
used to
most
be-
of my games from Humble Bundle.
What is it? I used to be consecutively what is it? Subscribed to
The
the Humble
monthly thing?
Bundle. Yeah.
I never did that, but I did buy bundles frequently. Like if I saw one game I wanted, I'd pay for the whole thing because it was like $15 for 10
12.
games. No, not talking about Humble Choice.
Oh, it was
Just-
15 before?
Generic bundles.
Oh,
Like
okay.
I pay for the max level that was like $15, and you get like 10 games for that.
Hmm.
And it was a really good deal usually.
Mm-hmm.
Even if I'd never play most of them, it's extra ones just to have in case I ever wanted to in the future.
That's one of the two sites that I'd go to for keys. Is Humble Bundle and G2A.
I don't know who would buy straight from their store though. Like their store isn't that good. The deals aren't amazing.
Well, the thing is, since I was subscribed for so long, if I'm a subscriber, I get 20% off everything in the store.
Have you bought stuff from
I
him?
have bought a few things from it. So
Forever, you get 20% off.
like a brand
Yeah.
new game.
I think if you're subscribed for a full year, you get 20% off.
for life.
I mean, every single time I activate it, I have 20% off.
That is a good deal if that's the
So
case.
it's a pretty good deal.
That'd be pretty crazy if you can get 20% off pre-orders and stuff.
Yeah.
You can.
Brand new games.
I'm pretty sure you can.
And those are Steam keys?
There's Steam keys or Epic keys or whatever you
Wow.
want. It asks you what you want it for.
Does
That's
it
not
stack with sales?
It might.
So there's like a 50% off sale and then you get 20% off that.
You might be able to stack it, yeah.
That'd be nice.
Wow.
That's actually a good deal, but I don't think most of us would be able to get that deal.
I've only gotten a few things off of Humble Bundle store anyways, so I don't really do it that often. I usually get it from G2A because it's the cheapest.
So the only couple games, like I said, I mean, I haven't played the Steam Deck as much as I have wanted to, mainly because COD kind of just came out of nowhere and just obliterated
Your time.
playing anything. Yeah, my time. But I played The Last Campfire, which is an excellent game, really cool puzzle game. I played It Takes Two fully. And then I don't think I've beaten anything else on it, but I played various other titles, like Jackbox. I played a couple of the Batman games, which that one I had trouble with until I think Jay, you explained how to fix it.
Proton
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, that was a pretty simple fix.
Yeah, but there's like a bunch of other games that I've tried.
What is it? I beat The Devil in Me, one of the podcast
right,
things
yeah.
that we did. I played the full game on the Steam Deck. Amazing.
That's super impressive.
It wasn't a perfect 60, but I was perfectly fine with it because it's one of those games that you don't need a high frame rate for.
Yeah.
So it was perfect.
We played Machinarium.
Oh,
Steam Deck.
yeah.
And then from the same developer, I bought a couple of their other games called Samorost. It's like a really odd series, kind of like just like nonsense happening. Like you're this little dude and you walk into a forest and like you click on a tree and like the bark will split open and then like creatures come out of it. And it's just like point and click game that's like just really creative.
Wait, what is
it? You can
I was gonna say, did you beat Ori?
No, I didn't, but I do want to play that soon.
I started it the other day. It's so good.
It is. I played a bit of it, probably like a couple hours of the first one.
On Steam Deck?
No, I played that a while ago. It was really good.
It feels like it was made for Steam Deck, to be
Oh,
honest.
yeah. But what is it? Return to Monkey Island. I beat that on Steam Deck. I mean, obviously, I was playing it on my PC to get the achievements and stuff because it's a little bit easier to get the achievements. But I beat the whole game first on the Steam Deck.
I think I played-
so good.
We played Limbo on Steam Deck, right?
We did.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, that was another one. That's a good one.
I beat the DLCs for GTA 4 on there.
What?
Yeah, because I never played the DLCs, but I beat the main story a while ago. And it ran surprisingly good. Like I thought it was crazy that like this huge open world city just like in the palm of your hand.
Yeah. I wonder if has anyone tried GTA on it?
5?
Yeah.
I've
I'm pretty sure because I follow a lot of like Steam Deck channels on YouTube. They go through a bunch of different games and how they run. Apparently GTA 5 it runs at a perfect 60 if you lower the graphic settings.
That's insane.
In the story, I don't know how it runs it online.
Online's probably crazy, especially if there's a hacker.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it runs really well.
Wow. That's probably better than the PlayStation 4 when I played it years
Yeah,
ago.
That
that
was
was
on
30.
the PS3. Do you remember the PS3 days for GTA?
30 frames.
It had that?
It did.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the broken stupid
PS3 had
one.
it.
But GTA 5?
Yeah.
You serious?
It was launched on PS3. That's how old it is.
My. What was the Oh, so PS4. What was
PS4
the game?
was the upgrade.
Okay, but what was there was a game that released on PS4, but then they made a PS3 version or something?
That was
Black
Black
Ops
Ops 3.
Oh, and that was like the
That was
worst.
bad.
Yeah.
It wasn't even the
Okay.
same company that made it on
Yeah.
the PS3. It was like it was bad.
I forgot about that.
It's weird because Black Ops 3 wasn't even that good looking of a game.
No.
Kind of weird that they couldn't make it run that well.
Was there even zombies or something in that one?
There was like weird pop-in graphics
I'm not
everywhere you
sure.
looked.
I remember people were so mad about that. Why even like it's so stupid. Why even make it for the previous console? Like it's a next gen game.
Yeah, I don't know. Developers now like to stretch things out for years.
Yeah. I saw a meme where it's like you're on your deathbed and you check the news or something, and it's like it says a trailer. It says GTA 6.
Oh my!
Like 50 years in the future, you're on your deathbed.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at this point.
That's the same memes with the stupid Bethesda games too. I mean, Bethesda's not stupid, but
Well, what other
like
are
Elder
people-
Scrolls 6.
Oh,
Starfield. People are making jokes about Starfield because that's never coming out.
Hmm.
A bunch of other stuff, but yeah.
Ben, what have
Funny.
you been playing on Steam Deck?
The last thing I played on it was Red Dead.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
it's
right.
crazy that you can play that game on there. Like, what frames were you getting?
45 to 50.
Actually insane.
That's what
Yeah.
I was getting when I first started Red Dead years ago on my
On your
1060.
PC.
Yeah, same with us when we were playing it. I had the graphics up higher, so I didn't mind playing at like 45 frames. But still, like you can get that on a handheld device now.
I think I had a
Insane.
mix of like low, medium, high, and I was getting like 55 FPS on mine.
It always ran pretty bad, so that's
Mhm.
why it's surprising that it runs so well on the Steam Deck.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? I didn't beat it on Steam Deck, but I played a little bit of Far Cry 3 on there.
Mm.
That ran really well. That was fun.
3?
3.
Hmm.
Because I've never played 3 before.
Yeah, I've only ever played 4 and then Primal, but Primal sucked.
You played Primal?
I didn't beat it, but I played it quite a bit.
I've
Huh.
also started to play Primal on here.
I don't like it.
It's weird.
I played it years
Huh.
ago on the PlayStation 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But
That's
yeah,
weird.
Or
I
maybe
also
played it
beat.
on Xbox. I don't remember.
I thought Josh had
Yeah, I
a
think
bunch of games on an
yeah, I think it
Xbox.
was
I
on
remember
the
he
Xbox.
played Bioshock Infinite and you watched him play it like
He
years
hasn't.
ago.
He's never beaten those games. I told him I was like, you got to finish a series. It pays off at the end.
But Fallout 4, I played the entire thing of Fallout 4 on the Steam Deck.
On the Steam Deck, isn't that a big game?
It's huge.
When did you do that?
When?
Like,
Like a month or two ago.
oh, before COD.
Before COD,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I also played it quite a bit on Steam Deck too, and I like it so much better than PC.
Oh, I remember that because Ben played it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys were playing that a bunch. Okay,
Mhm.
never mind. Yeah.
It was really good. Fallout 4 is an amazing game if you can get it on the Steam Deck.
It's a game that I've tried so many times to get into on my PC, and it just felt odd.
Mhm.
I couldn't. Maybe it's because it's locked to 60 frames on
It
PC.
might be.
But every time I tried, I would be like, I'm just not into this right now. But I'd pull it up on the Steam Deck and I'd play it for like 2 or 3 hours and just like get lost in the world.
So what is Fallout's just like an open world
There's
ever
a
play Skyrim?
huge story
game? Yeah.
that goes
well,
on.
I played
with it.
yeah, I played a little bit of Skyrim. Mostly what was the one before Skyrim?
Oblivion?
Oblivion. I played
Oblivion?
Oblivion a lot of years
Oh,
ago.
wow.
It's like that, except set in a post-apocalyptic world. So like there's mutated creatures, you use guns, you can customize your guns with like a
Is it
their
story
weapon
based
system.
or is it like
It's
Yeah.
insanely story based with the amount of what are they called? Like groups of people you can
Yeah, the
choose to
factions.
join factions. There's like 4 different factions. You can go to all 4 of them, talk to them, and then you could eventually like you can kill all the factions if you really wanted to. You could join one and then maybe like double cross that one and join another one later. Like it's there's a lot of things that go into it.
Hmm.
It's really cool.
I joined one, murdered the rest of them, left the other one, and then murdered them.
Wow, you're sick.
There's the what is it? The Nuka World DLC. I didn't want to have to go through the story of it because it was okay. The story of the Nuka World DLC. So there's like 4 different. This is a whole separate section, a whole new map.
Mhm.
There's like 4 of these. What is
Raiders.
it? Leaders. What is it? Raider leaders, and you can like choose to like help like certain ones. I just killed them all. I literally just straight up killed them all, and then that was another ending. Was if you kill all the
Oh, you got the
leaders.
bad ending?
No, it's the good ending
Oh,
because
what?
the Raider leaders were holding all these people captive.
Oh, okay.
So basically, I killed all the Raider leaders, and then the people were like, "Oh, thank you. You're like our leader now." And then I'm like, "Oh, okay. You guys could do whatever you want. Have fun." And then I just left the area.
Wow.
It's really funny.
Yeah, Fallout's fun. Fallout 4 is the newest one. Well, 76 is technically the newest one, but that one's
Hasn't
just
that kind of rebounded though in reviews or something?
It has.
Sort
I
of.
tried it for like maybe 5 to 10 hours. I couldn't get into it.
most people still don't like it though.
It's Imagine the Fallout 4 formula, which is a good formula, but throw microtransactions in there.
No NPCs, right?
There are NPCs.
Now?
There's a lot of
on
stuff
launch
to
there
it. There's a lot of stuff in it, but imagine an MMO type of a feel to it. It just feels too grindy.
I thought it was like a Rust.
It is.
Fallout. Oh, okay.
You can fight people, but
You saying too grindy is saying something.
Yeah.
yeah.
I want another Rust experience, but
You're
not
not
as
getting that with
grindy.
Fallout 76.
No,
I'm telling you that right now.
But I'm kind of like I want a game where we can at least have like 1 week, even in the lifetime of the game, where we just play it like every
I
day or
want
something.
to play Marauders.
That's the 3-person.
That's the spaceship one where you lock onto the spaceship
That's
docks.
Tarkov type, right?
It's Tarkov, but it's in space.
Yeah, that does look really cool.
It's
We do
pretty
have
sick.
the forest coming up, as well as that other survival game.
Nightingale.
Oh yeah.
But those are all single player survivals. It's multiplayer private server survivals.
Yeah, but we're gonna have a lot of fun
Yeah.
with the forest.
Oh,
At
yeah.
least.
My goal is to I definitely need to level up all the weapons before the forest comes out.
Oh, you'll do it.
Yeah, I don't want anything, even though it's like, yeah, I would pick the forest over COD.
Yeah.
I just
Even
don't
if you weren't finished, you'd still play the forest.
I
Because
just want to like complete it before anything.
we've been waiting for the forest for how many years?
4.
Yeah.
Wow,
It's
man,
been a long time.
It's like 2019 when we beat it.
that's crazy.
So it was crazy.
Was it, or was it earlier than that?
Was it? I'm not sure.
I don't know. I
'Cause
have
Nick was with
streams
us.
from like 2017, 2018, where I was just streaming it to YouTube for fun.
Oh.
But that was the original game in early access.
Yeah, that was before they added the endings.
We beat it after it came out, but we played it more in early access.
Mm-hmm.
I need more games like that, where I guess Stray was kind of that for me too, but where like you have little to no expectations or something, like you don't know what's gonna happen, and then all of a sudden this whole world opens up.
That's why I'm
Yeah.
afraid for the new one.
Yeah, I mean you
Because
are
there's
expecting.
very, very high expectations for this one.
That's true.
So I
Yeah,
am going to
that's
lower my
interesting.
expectations a little bit and hopefully get
Yeah,
blown away by it again.
I'm going in thinking it's gonna be like the first game,
Mm-hmm.
like in terms of like the quality and the survival aspects. So if they go above and beyond, it's gonna be even better.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to see if there's any other major games that I've beaten on here.
Let me look through mine. I have 86 games installed, 87 games
I
installed.
only have 36.
Because before the Vermont trip, I maxed out my SSD because I wanted to have stuff to play.
I'm trying to think of. There's a couple games I still have to beat God of War, and I kind of want to do that on the Steam Deck. I want to beat Cuphead.
Oh yeah,
We'll see how that goes.
Tunic. We played Tunic a lot.
I played Tunic.
Yeah, I didn't
a bit,
beat
yeah.
Tunic though. I'm still stuck in that stupid boss fight.
Oh,
Because I didn't find the shotgun. I'm so mad.
I told you a strat to beat it though.
I know, but I don't want to have to go through that to get all the
It's not that
the
hard.
explosives. I don't know.
You do like to grind though. It'll take a tiny bit of grinding.
Yeah, but not in games that don't require you to grind to beat.
I don't know. Sometimes that's fun. It feels like you're not supposed to be doing it.
Yeah, I guess.
You played Death's Door.
Not on the Steam Deck.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I wanted to play it on Steam Deck. I also wanted to play Hades too. I want to finish Hades.
I'm gonna play through Hades again before Hades 2 comes out because Hades 1 is really, really good.
For my Steam Deck video, I played quite a bit of games. Borderlands 2 runs amazing. Binding of Isaac. What else? Oh, I tried Amnesia: The Dark Descent, not for my video. There's The Ascent
Oh yeah,
that runs
Ascent is
amazing.
really, really fun. Oh, I played Battlefront 2 on here. Runs insanely well,
Mm.
which is crazy.
One of the
Like the new Battlefront 2. I played
Yeah.
the old one on here too. Played both of them.
one of the arcadey or I don't know arcadey, but another game that's really fun to play with friends or like couch co-op is Gang Beasts.
Oh yeah.
That's not a hard to run game, but it was me and Ben played that in Vermont. It was really fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
Oh, the Surge 2.
Cult
Played
of the
that on
Lamb.
here.
That game's amazing on there. Dark Souls 3 runs well with FSR. Crash Bandicoot, I played that a little bit.
Wait, did you play Sackboy on it?
I did. I have like 4 or 5 hours in it.
Was that good?
Yeah, it's really, really fun. I kind of want more people to play it with me though. It's like one of those games that
Yeah, it's a co-op experience.
all the Lego games. They're all amazing. Caleb showed my dad played Lego Star Wars on the Switch, and Chug showed him how it runs on the Steam Deck, and he was really impressed.
It runs like butter on the Steam Deck. It's crazy.
Mad Max, that game runs perfectly. Multiverses, another game we've all played.
That one feels like it was made for the Steam Deck.
Oh yeah.
It was like the what's that game? Smash on the Switch.
Yeah. Like I'm sorry. I love COD, but there's a part of me that like is kind of excited for when I'm done, so I can jump back on the Steam Deck or play other games.
Yeah.
Like I'm enjoying my time playing it. I really love it.
That's why I was excited to jump into Miles Morales.
Yeah.
Because like I was waiting for COD for me to get Orion before I jump into it.
Yeah.
Feels good.
It needs to go back to being like once I'm finished, it's gonna go back to being like a game you hop on every now and then for like, just for a multiplayer experience. But I need to finish it before I can start like delving into a single player game or something like that.
Yeah.
In Vermont, we played Robot Roller Derby Disco Dodgeball.
That was fun on there.
It was.
That was really fun.
I played Sleeping Dogs quite a bit.
I played that too for a bit.
Spelunky 2.
I played Forager on there. I beat Forager.
Oh, I played Forager a lot in
Forager is
Vermont.
really
looks fun.
It's a little bit grindy, but it's fun.
It's a game that when you start playing it, you get really addicted to it, and you're like, man, where did the 3 hours go that I've been playing this? So it's fun, but it's also like a big time suck.
Yeah, pretty much.
Zuck. Give me the Zuck.
Kenneth.
What, Ben?
Kenneth? What?
What are you saying?
What? That's
what he said. He was like, Kenneth.
I got this game on here called Buccaneers. It's like Sea of Thieves, but like really dumbed down single player.
Oh yeah, Sea of Thieves. We played Sea of Thieves on there.
Yeah.
That game runs really
Perfect
well
60. It's weird.
Doesn't Astroneer run well too?
I haven't tried it.
It's really, really awkward.
Tried it, Caleb.
With
Did we try it?
We tried it in Vermont.
Oh.
It's
really, that's right, we did.
It's really, really awkward with the way that you like suck all the
Zuck?
ore. Yes, all the ores up.
We should make it a goal to like this Christmas like holiday. We should like get the Steam Decks together and play something again.
Yeah, totally.
Because like I
maybe
miss
Christmas Eve.
Yeah, because like like COD is really fun and stuff, but I feel like I want to do that again where we play Gang Beast or we play roller disco whatever dodgeball.
And this time we'll be on a decent Wi-Fi connection.
Yeah.
The one in Vermont was terrible.
It was so bad. Well, that was weird.
What was that? Oh.
We also have. Actually, no. I was gonna say we have more Steam Decks, but we have the same amount of Steam Decks.
Yeah.
So how many do we have? So Ben has one. We all have one. So that's 4. Elena has one. That's 5.
If any, when we were in Vermont, if any FedEx driver walked into our place, they would have had a field day.
Oh yeah,
because they steal Steam Decks.
I was so nervous about that. So many people have had them stolen.
I'm glad that all of us got it safely.
I assume it's better now, considering they're not on back order or whatever they were, because now like you can just buy one.
It's easy to get them now. So
I wonder if they're gonna bring them into like Walmart.
Maybe eventually.
I doubt it. I never saw Steam controllers hit Walmart though.
Steam, they don't market their stuff.
Yeah,
which I do kind of like.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like it's such a good device. It needs to be shown to more people. Like I want it to be huge. I mean, it already is.
Oh yeah, because
but
if it gets bigger, then more developers will.
Yeah,
develop for it.
Yeah, more developers will work on it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They'll have more funds to work on like upgrades and software updates and like I don't know. It's just I want it to be out there.
They are selling it at a loss though.
Yeah.
So if they started marketing it,
that's true.
And spending a lot on marketing, that would take another hit from their bottom line.
Oh, yeah, the Game Awards, they gave away 171 Steam Decks.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh wow.
Because it was every minute they would give a new one away.
Yeah. I bet they paid that one guy, the Kratos actor, to go longer. Actually, no, never mind.
No, they were losing money.
He made a joke about how he was the Jeff guy.
Yeah,
he made a joke after. He's like, yo, just giving more time for more Steam Decks.
Yeah.
Make sure to watch on Steam.
So the actor for Kratos was like he paused after each word.
Yeah, his speech was
weird.
I think he was high or something. I don't know.
I mean, it definitely looks like it wasn't planned. If it was, he couldn't read the teleprompter or something.
But then you watch the other people go up and they're like, I want to thank everyone from my team and stuff. And it's like short and like, but his was like, my son and daughter. Like, didn't he talk about his kids or something?
Yeah, I
like
think
really
so.
strange or random?
That video I showed you the other day.
Yeah, Game Awards in a nutshell or something.
Read the teleprompter.
Oh,
So
those
good.
older.
No,
Yeah,
I'll show you the video
people?
after.
Oh.
Let me just grab the video just so I remember. But
I mean, I feel like a single podcast can't really do the Steam Deck justice.
No, but I don't know. It's like, it's a weird, I mean, it's such a strange console. Like, it literally could be your sole gaming device.
Yeah.
And
Or
your
sole
computer.
device.
Yeah.
Like, you could have a phone and a Steam Deck, bring that to college, and you could technically do everything you needed to do.
Mhm.
pretty
You
much.
need it to relax. And, well, I mean, the downside is sometimes you don't want to use the same device that you work on to relax,
That's true. Yeah.
which is another reason why this is good. Like, if you work on a computer all day, sometimes you don't want to sit on a computer to relax.
You want to sit on the couch or
Or
lay
bed.
somewhere
Or
else.
bed.
Yeah.
There are just so many uses for it.
Yeah. That's a lot of how I use it. Or I haven't used it in a bit, but that's how I use it. Is like, I'll go on my bed, plug in some headphones. I'll jump on Discord on the Steam Deck and then play something.
Which that's something I haven't done yet.
It's nice. It's like, I don't know. It is nice because I have a Logitech like Pro headset or whatever with a mic, so I'll just have that like here and I'll be on the bed playing.
I throw my IEMs in.
I did it once with my HyperX headphones, and it was pretty fun. I do prefer just straight up earbuds or
Yeah.
something.
Because you're laying down with a headset and it kind of feels odd at times.
Yeah,
That's why I prop up my pillow like behind my neck.
Okay.
So, but
After the Game Awards, they literally drew 171 more names to get a Steam Deck.
Oh,
What?
that 171 was the extra they did?
That was after Game Awards.
Oh.
why? They just felt like giving away more.
what in
Yeah.
the world?
Wow.
I wonder how much money they're gonna make from Steam purchases, though.
A lot.
I mean, how much have
A
we spent
lot.
on just Steam Deck games?
I don't know. I can go into my Steam library and you can check your points. And I think I had like 400,000, something like that. Which
Is that $4,000
I think
spent?
that's 4,000 in
Oh,
total
man.
over my lifetime on Steam. Over 7 or 8 years that I've had it.
Wow.
Hmm.
Yeah, I have quite a bit of points just from the Steam Deck purchase and games recently over the whole year. So as soon as the winter sale hits or the Christmas sale, I'm gonna buy the
a
badge.
ton of games in Christmas. It's gonna be terrible.
Well, I usually buy the badge every year for the winter sale.
Badge?
Yeah, Steam has these badges. If you use like certain amount of points to buy them, you could buy the top one, which is like 40,000 points or something. That's about $400 spent on Steam. So I usually I save up my points, and by the end of the year, I buy that badge.
It gives you like XP for your account, so you like up in levels.
Yeah, that's what the Steam level is mainly. That and also trading card stuff. But
I
haven't
think
done
we
that.
don't really care much about the levels though. We don't need to because the levels only really matter when you actually like start making money from Steam through trading, which is that's crazy. I know I've seen a lot of accounts. They have like level 4,762 or something like that, and you look at them, and they're constantly trading. They probably have so much Steam credit. It's crazy.
I don't know what the point of that is though. More Steam credit. You can't withdraw money from Steam. As far as I know.
Maybe they have their own communities where they can donate.
Maybe they sell the keys.
It's possible.
Can't you
Maybe
gift or like sell? You buy a key.
you can
That
gift
is
stuff
true.
to people.
Yeah, they could be a big seller.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
Huh.
But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you haven't gotten a Steam Deck, it's definitely worth it. Even the lowest model. I mean, you know, it's like the lowest, Ben, but just kidding. No, the lowest model is still, it's literally the same internals. You just get a smaller storage and you get a different case,
And
anti-glare
You don't get
screen.
the
Yeah.
anti-glare glass.
which I haven't
but
seen. Is that noticeable in Ben's?
It is a little bit noticeable.
Not if you're using
but-
it in bed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like the only time I ever was glad that I had the screen was when we were on our way to Vermont and I was using it in the car. And the sun was kind of blaring in and it was blaring off of the screen.
Yeah.
And it wasn't as like annoying as a normal screen would be.
Yeah.
That's the only time I've ever really noticed that the screen is useful. So if you do a lot of like car traveling, the anti-glare glass is probably a better option.
Mm-hmm.
I would never really use it in a car. Mainly because I'm
usually
driving
when
most of the
driving.
time.
Yeah, same.
But even if I was riding with someone else, I would get car sick, so I wouldn't use it anyway.
I only used it for about maybe 30 minutes because I also got car sick. So,
yeah.
But when we got to Vermont with it, we had a lot of fun.
It was, that filled up so much like time. Like at night we would, we would watch a movie, but we'd also just throw on Jackbox or play a bunch of games together.
Yep.
There have been times where I used a PS5 controller and Sierra used that one and I used the Steam Deck and we've played games straight from the Steam Deck. Even though it's small, like if you prop it up in front of you, it's easier
like
to
Unrailed?
see. Yeah, we played Unrailed. And
we played Unrailed in Vermont and we connected 4 controllers to it.
The only game that gave us trouble was Gang Beasts.
That was
Gang Beasts
mainly
was
because of
weird.
connection issues though.
Oh yeah.
Because we were all trying to play over the internet. And then there are controller issues with that, which we've also had that on PC before too.
Yeah, me and Ben were playing the other day, or no, a couple weeks ago for my video, and it was like the most annoying thing.
Because it would duplicate your character and stuff. And
that game itself just doesn't work well with controllers.
that's why I'm looking forward to Party Animals. I hope it's like a more polished Gang Beasts with more stuff to do.
That's what it looks like. If it lives up to the hype, then it's going to be a really good game.
I hope it does.
Yeah.
We'll continue to talk about the Steam Deck going forward because we're going to use it a lot.
Yeah, like for games that we do in the future, it depends on. I would assume the Steam Deck could play most of them, but obviously I've played a couple of the games that we've talked about on a podcast on the Steam Deck, and it was just as good of a experience as playing it on a main PC.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I sometimes find that I enjoy it more on the Steam Deck for a lot of different games.
Because it also, what is the word? It like makes you happy that you could play it on something that's small.
But it makes you feel like a kid again, like laying in bed playing your game. We used to play our Game Boys and DSs in bed.
Yep.
Most games that I play on it are better on the Steam Deck, like the indie games.
Some old games are even way better on there too, like Machinarium. The game was broken on PC. I could barely get footage for my video. But then I played it on Steam Deck. Yeah. It was the resolution and refresh rate.
Because the resolution on this thing's about 1200 by 800. So it isn't 1080p, but you don't notice it. Because it's just such a small screen.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even...
So it doesn't matter too much.
I think this is... I think this is probably our last podcast for the year. I'm not sure what we're going to start with next year, but we do have a lot of plans, specifically being in the studio more often for live streams and stuff. So if
we could do live podcasts too.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, we can do that now.
Which, I mean, it'll be a little bit harder for us because we can't just edit out the mistakes. So
I don't edit out any mistakes.
We haven't made many mistakes in a while.
That is true.
I don't think, like this year, I've edited out anything from the middle of a podcast.
Maybe what we can do is we can live stream on a Saturday or live stream on Cubold Gaming and then upload it to CuboldCast.
Yeah, that is
true. Because we do have a bigger audience on Cubold Gaming.
And we can interact with people during
do a
the podcast.
Q&A after or something.
Yeah. That'd be fun. Yeah, because when we did it last year, how long have we been doing this for? 3 years?
2020?
2020
we started.
2020. This will be 3 years.
I think so. I would even edit out like pauses and
I remember that
stuff like that. It took a long time.
Little coughs and stuff.
Yeah. So now basically all I do is throw an intro and outro on there, and I have like audio processing templates that I just put on each track, and that's it. That's all I do for the podcast now. And
even if there's like a mess up, like who cares? Like
yeah, exactly.
We're a casual pod. Yeah. But I think this will release before Christmas. So if you're listening to this before Christmas, Merry Christmas from us, and I don't think we're gonna release another podcast until next year. So Happy New Year's.
We always encourage the podcast listeners, most of them are just lurkers on the podcast. Definitely join us over at Cubold Gaming during our live streams or our Discord server.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We need more interaction from especially the podcast people. We have a lot of people that listen to us.
Yeah.
And I don't think a single person ever interacts with us.
There's been one that said they've come from the podcast in the last 3 years we've been doing this.
Yeah. It's crazy. I mean, that's most podcast people, though.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I've never interacted with someone on a podcast before.
No, it's
You've talked to Joe Rogan before, right?
No, I don't listen to him anyway because
I like-
it's boring.
I like that meme. Well, there are some that are interesting. Most of them are boring, but then I like the ones where they're like talking about like ancient Amazonian
I like
civilizations and
the
stuff like that.
only one that I've actually listened to the whole thing was the one about the guy who spent the month in the
ocean.
ocean.
I watched a bit of that.
I loved that podcast. I love ocean. I love anything ocean.
There was one recently that like was really interesting where there's like an explorer back in the late 40s or something. He went to like the Antarctic or whatever, and like most of his findings were like redacted by the government or something. I don't know. That stuff is like, I'm not like a conspiracy person, but I like that stuff is interesting to me. I'll throw that on Second Monitor and like
While you're working on stuff, yeah.
Remember we talked about the 411 cases a while ago?
yeah.
I randomly saw it on like Prime. Every once in a while I check and see what their movies are. There is this documentary about our documentary.
I don't know why I say it both ways. I don't know. I know people get on me for that, but it's
Documentary.
Doesn't
I don't
matter how
know.
you say stuff,
Yeah.
honestly.
It's an annoying word. It was about 411 cases about this officer who's investigated like 1,200 of them or something.
Mhm.
And he goes and interviews these people who like were family members and friends of the missing person and just talking about the cases.
yeah.
I watched part of it and it was pretty interesting.
I might actually watch that because I back when like after we went on that camping trip, I actually like watched a bunch of 411 like case videos, and some of them were really, really creepy. Like honestly unsettling.
Like I only watched one out of all the ones that are on. I don't know why it keeps
What was
clicking like
that?
that.
I wonder if it's because my foot touched the wire. Probably.
But it was this old guy who was a hunter and he was out with like 4 or 5 hunting buddies and he just disappeared. And they sent like 12 jurisdictions. Like the FBI showed up, all these other fire departments and police officers showed up. They combed the entire woods for like a week and not a single sign was found. Not his gun, not any of his clothes, nothing. Just never found. Which is just crazy because
Yeah.
like where do you even go? But it was weird because the FBI showed up, and apparently the cop was saying that the FBI doesn't show up unless for like adult missing cases, unless there's something really weird about the circumstance.
Yeah, that stuff is really weird. And it only happens those are all connected because they're in national parks or whatever.
Yeah, usually a national park or like a really big open wilderness.
Well, we were in a national park, technically.
Yeah.
There's also 26 miles of wilderness next to us.
Oh my.
Remember the end of the trail there? That was called
yeah.
like, I forget, something wilderness.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the whole bend where you can go around the.
Yeah, there was like a gate that was blocked off. And if you go past there, that's just straight wilderness.
We could have actually done that 26-mile thing, but it would have been like the
It would have
entire
taken
day.
us the
We
day.
would have had a camp.
The day. Usually it takes people multiple days.
Yeah, we would have had to like set up camp.
Mm-hmm.
That would be an interesting thing to do eventually.
Yeah.
Kind of scary though.
We
It
gotta
would
plan.
be.
We gotta plan another one.
Yeah, next year.
It's gotta be near like a creek or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Maybe we go farther than New England.
I don't know if we'll do it this year, but eventually I want to go to Washington State. That
Well,
place is gorgeous.
It's gorgeous, but bears.
yeah.
Bears.
Yeah.
A lot
We'll
of
just
bears.
actually have to have bear spray this time.
Yeah.
We'd have to have more than just bear spray, I think.
with air horns, bear spray.
For
Tons
the
of stuff.
bears up
Shotgun.
there, there's grizzlies up there.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
that is
Grizzlies are
scary.
scary.
And bear spray isn't going to make grizzlies go
Yeah,
away.
it does.
Does it?
It does work for grizzlies. But still,
Tasers.
I wouldn't want to
No,
run
no,
into
no.
one.
I probably wouldn't.
Yeah.
No, a
Yeah.
taser? Yeah, I don't think that would do anything.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Get eaten by a polar bear or something.
In Washington?
Polar
No.
bear?
But all right, is that going to be it?
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll see everyone next year.
Yep.
Pretty much.
All right. Thanks everyone for listening, and we will see you in the next podcast next year.